Hello, this is Matthias again, and this is a video lesson for Language Lab. Until now, we have been busy to learn the stress patterns within a single word. So, betoning I ordet. And as you know, a word can be one syllable, two syllables, three syllables, and so on. And recently we have looked at the accent 1, the rising tone, and the accent 2, falling tone, and different rules for when to use the rising tone and the falling tone. I have saved one element for the last. And those of you students who studied the course Language Lab elementary course last semester, or maybe earlier, you know there is one specific kind of word in Swedish, or a bunch of words, which are called sammansättningsord. Sammansättningsord, that means a combined word or a composite word, where you put two words together and they create a new word. Let me use the whiteboard and show you, okay? Titta här. Jag har skrivit längst upp sammansättningsord. Sammansättningsord. Composite words or combined words. Betoning. How do you pronounce and how do you put the stress in sammansättningsord? Well, the first thing to remember, in such a long word, sammansättningsord, there will be not only one stress point, there will be two, but never more than two stress points. And the very basic pattern to remember, and I hope you will really try to remember this, the very basic pattern is, in the beginning of the word, there is a falling tone. Accent 2. Falling tone in the beginning of the word. And then it goes on and on and on in a kind of neutral way. And then in the end of that word, there will be a rising tone. Accent 1. Look at this. This is the pronunciation pattern. Start with a falling tone, accent 2. And then kind of flat, neutral, and skip forward, and then at the end, accent 1, rising tone. Falling, and then da-da-da-da-da-da, and then rising. Falling, da-da-da-da-da-da, and rising. Sammansättningsord can be very simple and kind of short, only consisting of two words put together. Let's look at the first example here. Sommarstuga. Sommarstuga. So you put together sommar, summer, stuga, cabin or house, and then it becomes a long word, sommarstuga. Sommarstuga, and you can hear that the beginning of the word is a falling tone. Sommar, 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 and then stuga, stuga at the end. You can make this word a little bit longer, and then you combine 1, 2, 3 words together, like in the second line. Sommar, what does it say? Sommarstugeägare. sommarstugeägare. Summer house owner. The owner of a summer house. Listen again. Sommarstugeägare. Sommarstugeägare. You can make the word even longer by extending and extending the word, and it will also gain an additional meaning. Sommarstugeägareförening. Sommarstugeägareförening. Falling tone in the beginning. Sommarstugeägareförening. And rising at the end. Sommarstugeägareförening. And please notice that in the middle part of the word, it's just kind of flat, 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 and then rising at the end. All of this is explained in both of our textbooks, and it's actually more extensive and elaborate in the other book we have, Svenska med melodi, Melodiboken. So in Uttalsboken you have it on page 53 and page 62. There are instructions there. Sammansättningsord och betoning. Composite words and pronunciation or stress. But in the Melodiboken, the melody book, there are actually more pages on this, starting on page 74 and going until 79 and even beyond that point. But please remember, the most important about composite words and how you pronounce them is, first of all, there will be 2 stress points, 2 betoningar in that word, but never more than 2. And the second rule is, at the beginning of the word, there will be a falling tone, accent 2, and then flat, 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 and then at the end of the word, the tone will be rising, accent 1. Okay? So let me look at some pages in the 2 books and give you some examples. All right? Okay, now I am in this book, Svenska med melodi. We haven't used this for a while, but now is the time. Svenska med melodi. Vi tittar på sidan 74, page 74. And at the bottom of page 74, there are words here that first a single word, then another single word, and then put together they form a combined word. The first line here is sol plus ros blir solros. One more time. Sol plus ros blir solros. And what does it mean? Sun plus flower becomes sunflower. Sunflower. And the pronunciation in this combined word is first a falling tone, accent 2, sol, ros, solros, solros, right? Let me continue reading these words for you. Please pay attention. Fot plus boll blir fotboll. Fotboll. Pop plus musik blir musik. Popmusik. Efter plus middag blir eftermiddag. Eftermiddag. Regn plus väder blir regnväder. Regnväder. And at the bottom of page 74, Nobel plus pris blir Nobelpris. Nobelpris. I'm using my finger to show you the falling tone and the rising tone. And please understand that no matter how many syllables comes into the first original word and into the second original word, once they are put together, there will be only 2 stress points. The first one, a falling tone at the beginning of the word, and then finally, the second one, rising at the end of the word. Okay? I will read a bit quick, page 75. I'm still in the book called Svenska med melodi, page 75. Listen to this. Bok plus hylla blir bokhylla. Bokhylla. Brev plus låda blir brevlåda. Brevlåda. Ord plus lista blir ordlista. Ordlista. Pendel plus tåg blir pendeltåg. Pendeltåg. Bostad plus adress blir bostadsadress. Bostadsadress. Pris plus utdelning blir prisutdelning. Prisutdelning. By now you should realize that some of the first original words have 1 syllable or 2 syllables or 3 syllables, and the second word, the original word, can have 1 or 2 or 3 syllables, but it doesn't matter. No matter what is the combination, the final result will always be falling tone, da 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 da, rising tone. Falling tone, da 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 da, rising tone. That is the pattern. Okay? Let's look at the bottom of page 75. Sommar plus stuga blir sommarstuga. Sommarstuga. Lägenhet plus hyra blir lägenhetshyra. Lägenhetshyra. Tunnel plus bana blir tunnelbana. Tunnelbana. And the last example. Samhälle plus kunskap blir samhällskunskap. Samhällskunskap. I'm still in the book Svenska med melodi, page 76, at the top. And here at the top of page 76, there are some abbreviations. And also, when abbreviations are put into combined words, it follows the same pattern. Listen to page 76 at the top. TV plus program blir TV-program. TV-program. CD plus skiva blir CD-skiva. CD-skiva. IT plus kurs blir IT-kurs. IT-kurs. EU plus medlem blir EU-medlem. EU-medlem. And finally, friidrott plus VM blir friidrotts-VM. Friidrotts-VM. Sorry for using the finger all the time, but I think it helps you to understand the falling and the rising tone. Okay? I'm gonna skip page 77 and I'm gonna jump into page 78. And here we have, in the middle of page 78, we have this example, sommar, sommarstuga. So the first single word here in the middle of page 78 is sommar. Sommar simply means summer. And then you extend the word to become a combined word, and then you have this pattern, falling, da-da-da-da, rising, falling, da-da-da, rising. And here the word becomes longer and longer and longer, but the pattern remains the same. Only 2 stress points. The first one at the beginning, falling tone, and then da-da-da-da-da, and then rising at the end. Listen to this. Sommar. Sommarstuga. Sommarstugeägare. Sommarstugeägarförening. Sommarstugeägarföreningsmöte. One more time. Sommar. Sommarstuga. Sommarstugeägare. Sommarstugeägarförening. Sommarstugeägarföreningsmöte. Okay. It's almost ridiculous how long the word is. And then it just continues on page 78 and 79 with longer and longer examples and different kinds of examples. I'm not going to read them now because I want to switch to the other book, Uttalsboken. Okay? Uttalsboken, page 62. Här på sidan 62 finns många exempel. The whole page. The first column is the first combination word, or the first composite word, consisting of originally only 2 words. In the second column, it is extended by another original word. So the composite word becomes longer. And then in the last column here, it becomes a really long word. And the pattern will be the same. Falling, da-da, rising. Or falling, da-da-da-da, rising. Or in a case of a long word, it will be falling, da-da-da-da-da-da, rising. Okay? I think I have the time on this video to read all of them to you. Okay. I start from the very top. I will read this word first. Storstad. And then next word. Storstadsgata. And then this column, the longest word. Storstadsgatumiljö. Storstadsgatumiljö. Remember, falling, flat, 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 and then up. Listen to these words. I will do one line at a time. Storstad, storstadsgata, storstadsgatumiljö. Tvåspråkig, tvåspråkighet, tvåspråkighetsdebatt. Medborgare, medborgarskap, medborgarskapsansökan. Nyhet, nyhetsprogram, nyhetsprogramledare. Osäker, osäkerhet, osäkerhetsfaktor. Barndom, barndomsminne, barndomsminnesbild. Anställning, anställningsintervju, anställningsintervjubesked. Lokaltrafik, lokaltrafiktaxa, lokaltrafiktaxebestämmelser. Identitetskort, identitetskortskontroll, identitetskortskontrollsystem. Kärlek, kärleksfilm, kärleksfilmsregissör. Inträde, inträdesprov, inträdesprovresultat. Motståndare, motståndarlag, motståndarlagprotest. Samhälle, samhällskunskap, samhällskunskapsbok. Hänsyn, hänsynsfull, hänsynsfullhet. Uttal, uttalsövning, uttalsövningsmaterial. Tandborste, tandborstglas, tandborstglashylla. Huvudvärk, huvudvärkstablett, huvudvärkstablettsdosering. Läkemedel, läkemedelsföretag, läkemedelsföretagsvinster. Dammsugare, dammsugarförsäljning, dammsugarförsäljningsknep. Hemsida, hemsideadress, hemsideadressuppdatering. Okay, I will stop there. Let me add one thing. Don't be too afraid of these last column. I will tell you honestly, sammansättningsord that are this long are kind of unusual in the Swedish language. They are not used very often. The most common are just two words put together into a composite word, or three words put together in a composite word, from a simple frequency point of view. But at the least, you should know that a word in Swedish, and following totally grammatical okay rules, can be extended and extended. And once you see such a long word, the likelihood is very high it will be a composite word. And therefore, you should know the pronunciation pattern, being falling tone and then da 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 and rising tone at the end. Okay? And I think I will attach some homework assignment or exercise with exactly this. So I hope the video was useful and helpful and a little bit interesting. And tack så mycket. Jag hoppas att det hjälper er att förstå sammansättningsord. Tack så mycket. Hej då. Vi ses. Hej då.